welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a flip through of my Louis Vuitton MM agenda. This is in the Damier Ebene print, which is the checkered pattern. Now I did get this planner as a gift from my husband for my 30th birthday, so I have had it for about 2 weeks now. I am completely moved in. I love my setup, which obviously we're going to get into that here in just a little bit. Now, I'm not going to go into too much details about the planner itself. I am planning on filming another YouTube video that goes over my opinion of this planner, the pros, the cons. Do I think it's worth it at this price point? Are there other planners I may recommend instead? But that will be coming to you guys later in a different video. You guys know that I do not really like filming YouTube videos. I'm not going to lie. I much prefer Instagram. It's just easier for me. But my goal this year is to post just a few more videos for you all. So that is one of the ideas that I have coming. But yeah, let's get into the planner. So this is a personal size setup that we're going to get into. Now, starting on the outside, I do love that it is gold hardware for the popper. I don't think I have any planners where I do have a gold popper because they're from Giglio, which is the silver popper, so I absolutely love the gold. And then right up here up top, I do have an ollie block clip. This is from the warm neutral palette, and I just really love the color on this one, so I did want to kind of just stick it up top there. All right, yeah, so getting right into it, let's go ahead and start with this front cover, which I have my pockets here. So up at the top, I do have this planner card, which I got from Lauren at Queen City's Designs Co. It just has my information. So it has my name, it has my contact information, like my phone number, my email address, even my Instagram handle. So God forbid I lose this planner, whoever finds it hopefully is kind enough to return it to me. Now, I feel like every planner person, regardless, should have some type of planner card where people have a way to reach out to you in case, you know, you lose your planner. You can make it yourself, you can buy it. Again, I got this from Lauren, which I really like the quality of it, and you can actually customize it. You can pick the color, you can put your information. So I love having this right up front in my planner. Next, I have this Words to Live By. This is from Cessa B, which I actually don't have anything written on it yet, which is kind of funny to think about. I just haven't found the words I want to live by, but once I do, I will definitely write that in. Next, I do have this bunny clip. This is a gold paper clip that I got from a Simply Gilded sub box. Like, I got this years ago and I just never used it because obviously, like, I had no need for a bunny theme, which if you fast forward now, obviously I have Woofy, so now I'm like, yes, give me all of the bunny things. Which leads me into my magnetic pin right here, which this is Latte from Caffeine and Paper Co. And one of my favorite things about this pin is it has gold hardware, which I love because a lot of my magnetic pins, I find that they are typically silver, so I just love that it's gold. It just goes with the rest of my theme here. And then I do have this die cut from Cessa B as well, this black and gold die cut. Yeah. All right, so here on the cover, I do have this thin layer of plastic. This actually came from when I ordered my Hobonichi weeks. It came with like 2 of these, and I just trimmed it down and I punched it to put in my planner just because I like how it adds like an extra layer of protection. And I have it layered over this card where it says Stay Wild. This is from Atticus, which is a poet. You can find him on Instagram. I believe it's like a card set. So it comes with like 4 different ones, and all I did was literally trim it and punch it for my planner, just because, again, I love how it looks. I love his artwork. It goes with the wild theme, and I have it clipped together here with this bunny clip from Cessa B. And in the back here, I do have the note that came with my planner. It is from Louis Vuitton, and this is what my husband wrote on the card. So I have that in my planner because, again, it is something very special to me. And then I do have this private die cut. Now, getting into this first acetate, this is from Queen City Designs. It just has my Instagram handle name in this like really pretty font. And it does have white foil, which I absolutely love white foil. I don't know, there's just something so like elegant about it. And I like how it's on the side because it just layers very beautifully. I have this gold die cut, which I do not remember the shop I got it from. I feel like there's like two that I've narrowed it down, but I don't want to say it just in case I am wrong, so I apologize about that. But I do have it taped onto this like linen cardstock paper. This is a digital from Little Magic Prints, where if you join her Patreon, you do have access to it, and I really love it. And then in the back, I have a picture of Aria, which is from this past school year. And then I have this vinyl dashboard. So this is a clear vinyl dashboard from FoxyFix, which FoxyFix is no longer in business, so you can't order it. However, there is a FoxyFix buy sell trade group on Facebook where if you join, you sometimes get lucky and find that people are selling these dashboards. Yeah. So in it, in the back, I do have more of this paper, but really I just keep love letters that my husband wrote to me. It's just very meaningful. I feel like love letters never go out of style, and it is, again, just dear to my heart. So I have that in here with pictures of us. And then these die cuts are from Caffeine and Paper Co. So I have this one and that one. Now this dashboard is a blush pink. I don't know if the camera will pick it up as a blush pink, but it's super gorgeous. And it is from Minted Sugar, which a lot of my inserts I have in here will be from Minted Sugar. And then right up front, I just have some inspo, but let's start with this acetate. This is a rose acetate that I got from Paradise Planner Co. Now, I don't PR for her, but if you do leave my name, Tasia, in the notes when you place an order, you will either get a sticker sheet or a free digital paper, obviously depending on what type of order that you placed. But yeah, again, I just love the layering of it. And then it kind of goes into some inspo that I have. Now, I just printed this myself. These are just like looks that I printed off Pinterest that I like to have, kind of inspire me. You know, summer's here. I'm trying to get my summer body ready. And yeah, just kind of motivate me to keep going with my workouts. So I have that right up front. This is a vellum that I printed myself. This is from Back to Basics. And again, I just absolutely love layering it over. It just changes the look of your insert so much. This is a morning and a night routine, again from Minted Sugar, again in that blush pink as well. I need to go in, today's Monday, so I need to go in and actually like fill out my routine so I can start tracking it. Now this I get questions on a lot. This pullout is from Catspresso. This is actually like a sticky note holder. And it does have a pocket right here, which I have a die cut and just some stamps. And then on the very back, I have pictures. Now, if you're not a sticky note user, what I recommend is actually getting this and like putting pictures of like your loved ones, your pets. And I just feel like that would be a really cute like photo album pull out to have. Okay, so getting into my actual sections. So I do have 4 main sections here, which I have 4 side tabs, and then I have 2 subsections where I use 2 top tabs. Now these dividers are from Minted Sugar, which I don't believe she sells these anymore. Honestly, I bought these years ago when I first joined the planner community, and I'm really glad I did, just because these are very classic and you can't get them anymore. It's a beautiful blush pink with the gold, and I absolutely love it. Right here, I do have a sticker that I got from Redbubble, which is The Labyrinth, which is kind of like a tribute to my family because it's one of our favorite movies. And I do have washi just kind of holding it together. Now, this first section, here I do have a picture. I have one of my favorite die cuts from Planner Press. And then I have this Marvel Mantra dashboard, which again is from Minted Sugar. And I love it because I have it layered right over my own personal mantra. So this is something I call my mantra. It's something I saw online that I felt really resonated with me, and so I wrote it out, and every morning I read this to myself. It's a great way for me to start my day, for me to start, you know, with the right mindset. I will try to post a picture of this on my Instagram. That way you guys can read it, and if it resonates with you as well, you know, that's awesome, and feel free to use it. And this marbled paper is again from Minted Sugar. And as you can see, I do have some plans for some future YouTube videos that I'm hoping to get to you guys. And I have it written on this custom Minted Sugar, so I did have my Instagram handle up top, and I just have some blank ones. Now this deco card came with my Minted Sugar order. I just, again, like the aesthetics of it. And on the back, I do have a discount code for, you know, placing another order, so I'm not going to share that. But I will share with you an example of the to-do list. So these are just my running to-do list. Basically, I have a couple of sheets in here. And yeah, I like that I have notes here, so I can like jot down other notes that maybe may not be part of the checklist, or any other information I need. I can also write that here. Now my second section is my calendar section, which is honestly my biggest section if you can't tell. And I do have my first like subsection up top here. But let's start down here. So this die cut is from Caffeine and Paper Co. And then this is one of my favorite dashboards. This is from Paradise Planner Co. Absolutely one of my favorites. I love the butterfly look. And then I have this agenda cover page in marble from Minted Sugar as well. And then first getting into it, I have this year at a glance from Sierra at SM Plans. And in the back, I do have all of the holidays, which is very nice to be able to see that at a glance. Then I have some acetate and all right. So these are my monthlies, again, from Minted Sugar. Now there is a page break in between them, which I absolutely love. So here you can see this is my June, and then just to show you the page break, you get like a notes page back here where you can jot down anything additional. These are weekly inserts. I have a few in here, but honestly, I don't really use these just because I'm going to show you I use my other daily section a lot more, but I have it in here just in case I end up not planning and just need like to jot down something quickly. I do have that. And then here is the rest of the year. One reason I like the page break is because I hate one reason I love the page break is because when I'm done with that month, I can take it out of my planner and I can toss it. I don't need to keep it because there's really no need for me to go back and like reflect on previous months. But when you have them printed like front to back, it bothers me, because if you were to take out half the year, you're gonna have one page that has like half a month, and I don't like that. This is also a Sunday start. She does offer it in the Monday start as well, but you guys already know I very much need a Sunday start for my monthly. And I have the rest of the year. So this first subsection, if we get into it, this is really like my daily and my weeklies. It is a coffee theme, as you can tell. This die cut is from Caffeine and Paper Co. This dashboard is from Catspresso. And then this Conquer From Within vellum dashboard is from Infinite Lotus, which I love the quality of the vellum. It's probably like one of my favorite vellum dashboards from any shop. And then we have going into my section. So this is a cover page, but I wanted to show you really quick because this is from Jasenia's Printables. This is actually supposed to be the front and this is supposed to be the back, but I didn't like that. I wanted to layer it this way, so I actually punched it opposite of how it's meant to be. So I just wanted to let you know that. And I did print it on that linen cardstock, which has easily become one of my new favorite things. I think it just adds like an extra touch to your printables. So again, I really recommend it, and it's pretty cheap. You can find it on Amazon. More coffee vellum from Paradise Planner Co. And then I do have this monthly June overview from Paper Test Designs. Now I had printed this and I had this in my planner prior to me receiving my Minted Sugar monthlies, and I didn't want to throw it away and waste it, so I just kept it in here. I think what I want to use this for, because Kaden and Aria are in summer sports, so they have a lot going on, so I think I'm just going to use this to keep track of what they have going on in the summer. So that's how I'm going to use this insert. Then this dashboard is from Type A for Alexa, so going with the coffee theme. And these are the daily slash, weekly insert from Jasenia's printables. And these is easily one of my favorite inserts. Like, I can just flip through it and kind of show you. So I plan every single day. It has that monthly overview. Here's today. And then I do mark it with this bookmark here so I can easily find it. And this is from Paper Test Designs as well. I just use this as an order tracker. I know there are tons of great order trackers out there that you can buy, but personally, I don't need to know when I bought something. I don't need to know what it was, how much I spent. So this actually works out perfect. I just put the name of the shop and I just mark it off once it's received, honestly, and that works great for me. So I have a couple of those sheets in there. Then we're gonna get into my next section. So this section is kind of just some personal stuff. So right up front, I do have Wolfie. So this is dedicated to him. Here on the inside, I do have like his information. I have his like date of birth, when we adopted him. And then I have this little pocket from Sequins and Paper. So on the front, I have a Fox and Pip die cut. And then on the back, I have another die cut just because I really like the saying. And now on the inside, I have this Self-Love University, which I believe is from Sequins and Paper as well, if I'm not mistaken. Now this insert is from Jasenia's printable as well. So this is a list insert. Now it says required food, but it's not food, it's just supplies I need to make sure I always have on hand for Wolfie. So I have that listed. And then basically I have just a running supplies list, and then anything that I do need to buy, I have it here. So I know it probably doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me, which is important. So basically what I do is anytime I run out of something, like I just use the last of his open litter, but I do know I have a backup basically. So once this starts getting low, I need to make sure I add it on my to buy list. And then I have another list of foods that is rabbit friendly that I do want to, slowly introduce to Wolfie. And then as I start introducing him to some new foods, I go ahead and mark it off, which kind of leads me to this next portion, which is where I log his reactions to the foods that he has. And just, it helps me keep track of, did he like it? Did he not like it? Do I need to reintroduce it? So obviously being a new bunny owner, I do a lot of research. So right now, because he is a younger rabbit, he should be on alfalfa hay. So I quickly write down, the benefits of him having that type of hay or that type of pellet, just so I can also reflect back on it. Here is an example of kind of how I log his food. So here are foods I'm notating to myself that I want to reattempt. So I've introduced carrots, I've introduced bell pepper, and he just did not want anything to do with it. So I may test it again when he's a bit older, and if he still doesn't like it, then I just know, all right, I'm not going to buy him that type of food anymore. All right, and then here is the next subsection, which this starts going into my health, basically. So right up front, I have this back to basics digital that I printed on vellum, and I had this layered over a Lucy Plans Life dashboard. Now here, this is a freebie from Caffeine and Paper Co. I really, really love this, and once again, I did print on that linen cardstock paper. Now the back is actually a different digital from Back to Basics, but I thought the two went very well because I didn't want a plain white background, so I did print it double-sided. This is one of my favorite digitals. This is from My Minimal Planner. It just cracks me up. Just to remind myself you have food at home, because I'm so guilty of wanting to eat out. And I'm like, no, you have food at home, you need to, cook something. This insert itself is a freebie from SM Plans, and I've actually had this for years. I write down when I'm trying to be healthy or I'm trying to find like low carb alternative like dinners, I will write it down. Here, I did try this meatballs like with mozzarella, and I did not like it. I felt sick after, just because mozzarella has a lot of fat, and I felt gross after eating it, so I put like a little minus sign so I know like, hey, this one was not good, don't do it. Yeah, I need to actually, I actually know of a few more recipes that I just need to go ahead and actually add it in. But next up, I do have my weight loss tracker. So this acetate is from Queen City Designs, and then this is a weight loss tracker. I'm using this insert from SM Plans as well. So as I start losing weight, I go ahead and just mark it off, and then I have like little rewards once I, you know, hit different milestones. Then I have another yearly overview. Again, this is from Sierra, which on the back of it, there's actually a tracker, and I use that to track my cycle. So I will spare you guys the details, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into my very last section. So my very last section is just kind of home and finances, really. I have this foiled acetate. I believe this is from Sparkly Paper Co., if I'm not mistaken. And then I have it layered over this dashboard. This dashboard I got like years ago. It was a freebie from Hannah. She was offering it to anyone who wanted it. So obviously I did. I really like the aesthetic. I like that little pop of pink. And I just like how it's layered over it. Again, I have another yearly overview from Sierra, which now that I'm doing this flip, I realize I have so many calendars that it's probably unnecessary, but I love it. And this one I love in particular because on the back, it has all of the months. And I really like it because it really helps me track like big financial things that are coming up. So like birthdays, for example, like Aria's birthday, which means I need a budget to plan her party. We need a budget for gifts. We have a wedding that we went to in April where we had to travel out of town. So I need to account for, you know, travel expenses. So I really like that. And I do like that there's 2 portions, because this is this year, and I'm going to use this column here to basically pre-plan any big events that I know is going to be happening next year. Like next year is my husband and our 10th wedding anniversary, so I know we're going to want to do something big, so I need to jot that down. So again, I can plan financially accordingly, if that makes sense. This clear tab with the gold, I normally have this right in front of my June, because it's June right now. I usually have that right in front of that tracker just so I can easily flip to it, but for privacy reasons I just moved it for now, and I am using this dashboard as well to kind of block it off. But just to kind of show you, I did print this freebie. I just loved it. It's from Paper Test Design, so I just put it right in front of my June tracker, just so again I can quickly reference like what day a bill is due, when are my paydays, make sure that they align correctly. But just to show you the inserts I am using for my bill tracker, here it is. This is from Infinite Lotus. Now I love just how simple it is. Again, I don't need anything fancy. I just need to know when it's due, what it is, what's the amount, and did I pay it. So once I pay it, I go ahead and I mark it off with my mild liner. And then one of the last things I have in here is a cash envelope from Papery Planning. I actually got a whole set, but I did not do very well with the cash envelopes, but I did like having that in here because I try to make sure I always have cash on me, just because with the kids, you know, the tooth fairy, or if Caden's going out and he needs money, just because I never carry cash. So I like to have this in here to keep any cash that I may have, which obviously I'm not doing well because I have no cash in here. So I do need to change that. But I also do have a die cut here. This is from Simply Create Doodles. And I just have pictures of our family, and I love this film die cut. I do get asked a lot, like, how do I get it to stick? And honestly, all I do is just tape it. I just use regular Scotch tape, tape it on the back, and yeah, you can't even tell from the front. So I like to keep that right in there. Then I do have this clear page lifter. I don't know the shop that I got this from, but you can find tons of shops that sell page lifters. And then I did stick this final die cut on there from Simply Create Doodles as well. This is a gel pen. I know that Lauren at Queen City Designs sells this as well, but honestly, I found these on Amazon too, and I bought like a 12-pack just because these are one of my favorite pens. And I like the material because the pen loop for the Louis Vuittons are not elasticized, So this pen actually fits perfect. It slides in no trouble. So I really like it. And again, the pink with that dark brown contrast is one of my favorites. Then in the very back, I do have a secretarial pocket, which I keep some of my most used stickers, which, surprise, surprise, it's caffeine and paper coat, basically. Tons of latte stickers. They are my absolute favorites. I use them every day in my daily planning. So I have that here. And just to quickly touch on it, because I don't think I told you guys, one thing I like to do with my inserts is to cut slits in it. So let me show you. Like that. That way when it is time to plan, I can easily just take it out, jot it down, especially for the left hand side, because you guys know, anyone who's used personal rings, when you're trying to write, your hand hits the rings. So it just makes it easier for me to plan to be able to take it out, write what I need to, and then pop it back in. The goal of it is to minimize the amount of times that I open my rings, especially because I feel like the Louis Vuitton rings are a lot more sensitive than the cross rings. So I really try to avoid opening it unless I absolutely have to. Like, I feel like cross rings are so durable. Like, I will stuff my planner and not worry about it, where here I'm trying to be conscious of how stuffed I am because I know that the rings can gap. And then speaking of the rings, I'm pretty sure these are 25 millimeter rings, which is a decent size, honestly. Anything less than 25 does not work for me, but I can definitely work with 25 rings. So yeah, that is everything that's in my planner. I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. If you guys have any questions on where anything is from, if I didn't mention it, feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, I'm definitely active on Instagram, so you can always shoot me a DM. Wildly Planned is my Instagram handle. And thanks for tuning in. I am planning on filming a few more videos for you guys. I'm hoping to get out, during the summer. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.